Thank you so much for joining us today to honor the lives of the departed, to honor the pain we have all endured in so many ways over the last year.
This month marks 1 year since the COVID-19 pandemic began to devastate our community, our city, and the world.
This zip code 11419, covering Richmond Hill and South Ozone Park, has the highest positivity rate in all of Queens at 15.81%. It's the second highest rate in the 5 boroughs.
During the pandemic, 11419 has been one of the worst zip codes affected with COVID-19 in New York State. And this community of mostly immigrants has been unfairly impacted and has not been provided the resources it so sorely needs.
We look to our elected leaders to see the human suffering happening and pass a budget that matches the moment. We call on them to get us help and to help us all out of this disaster with our dignity and our health intact.
Over the past 365 days, we have lost loved ones, been forced to mourn them without our traditional religious ceremonies and gatherings, been forced to stay away from friends and family, and to live behind computer screens.
Heavenly Father, as we gather here this evening to remember and honor the lives of our loved ones lost to the COVID-19 pandemic, we ask that your presence be with us and pray that you will bring healing into our hearts during our time of mourning.
When we walk in our communities, we see the shadows of those whom we have lost. And when we check in on the grieving families, we feel the depths of their loss as our own.
Although we loved her dearly, we could not make her stay. A golden heart stopped beating hard, working hands to rest. God broke our hearts to prove he only takes the best.
Businesses have shut down. Long bread lines, sometimes circling the whole block, formed throughout this neighborhood as Good Samaritans volunteered their time and labor to try and keep our neighbors fed and afloat.
My brother lost work. I lost work. I picked up multiple kinds of work just to ensure that we would be able to pay for groceries. And at one point, I was picking up 3 different kinds of work. I was working over 60 hours a week.
COVID-19 has caused so much pain, so much fear, so much despair in our communities.
It is not just a sickness. It is the destroyer of family, dignity, and happiness. And the people in power have proven that they are okay with us being collateral damage. We will not allow our poor, elderly, and disabled residents to be ignored and left to die.
We have run food pantries with our partners and delivered groceries. We're doing all that we can, but it's nearly not enough. Our community needs and deserves more.
We will continue to show up for our brothers, our sisters, our siblings every day to make sure they have a shoulder to lean on, to make sure that there's food in their belly. That is the power of our community. We will honor the dead, and we will also fight like hell for the living.